Hey there, my fellow anglers and fishing fanatics. Your friend and fishing expert is back, and today we are diving deep into what promises to be an extraordinary day on the water, November 27th, 2025. Forget your usual routines because this Thursday in Florida is setting up to be a truly special one for chasing some serious fish. We are talking about cool, clear waters, stable weather, and fish that are ready to bite. I'm going to reveal exactly where to cast your line, what baits to use, and why these conditions are lining up for an unforgettable day. Let us jump straight into the action with some of Florida's most popular targets. First up, the mighty redfish and the ever-elusive speckled trout. With the cooler water temperatures settling in across Florida, these inshore superstars are energized and moving. You will want to focus on the shallow estuaries and expansive grass flats, especially near mangrove edges and oyster bars. Look for schools pushing baitfish or subtle disturbances on the water surface. On an incoming tide, they will often push further into the shallows, seeking out warmer pockets and easy meals. For gear, a medium-light spinning rod with a 20-pound braided line will give you the sensitivity and strength you need. Try a scented soft plastic jig like a 4-inch paddle tail in natural colors, rigged weedless. Or, if you prefer live bait, a popping cork with a lively shrimp or a finger mullet is almost unbeatable. The key is to work these areas slowly and methodically, letting the bait sit just long enough to entice a strike. Next, let's talk speedsters, the Spanish mackerel and the king mackerel. The fall king mackerel run is peaking this month, and Spanish mackerel are thick along the coast. These aggressive predators will be active in nearshore waters, particularly around passes, inlets, and anywhere you find schools of baitfish. Keep an eye out for diving birds. That is often a dead giveaway of mackerel feasting below. For Spanish mackerel, a light to medium-light spinning setup with a metal spoon or a small jig, retrieved quickly, can yield fantastic results. For bigger kings, you will need a medium-heavy conventional or spinning outfit, trolling live baits like blue runners or threadfin herring, or even a fast-retrieved spoon around offshore wrecks and artificial reefs. The water clarity is excellent, which means these visual predators will be on the hunt. And for those who enjoy the surf, Pompano and whiting are definitely on the menu. The first cold fronts of the season, though mild, have pushed these tasty fish closer to shore. Head to the beaches, especially around Cocoa Beach or areas with similar clean blue-green water. Focus your efforts on the first trough and near sandbar cuts, particularly during incoming tides when they move closer to feed. A light tackle setup with a 2-drop Pompano rig, baited with fresh sand fleas or a combination of shrimp and fish bites, is your best bet. Cast beyond the breaking waves and let your bait sit, but be ready for that distinct tap-tap-tap bite. Now, for the deeper dive into why this day is so promising. The weather on November 27th, 2025, looks fantastic for fishing across Florida. We are expecting mild air temperatures hovering around 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, that's about 24 to 27 degrees Celsius, during the day, with overnight lows dipping to a comfortable 64 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. Atmospheric pressure should be stable, possibly a slight gentle rise after a recent mild front, which generally encourages fish activity. Winds will be light to moderate from the northeast or east, around 6 to 9 miles per hour, 10 to 15 kilometers per hour, making for pleasant boat conditions and clear water. Crucially, there is a very low chance of rain, meaning stable conditions both above and below the surface. Water temperatures inshore are mirroring spring patterns, with many areas seeing temperatures around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 degrees Celsius, on the beaches, and slightly warmer 75 degree Fahrenheit, 24 degrees Celsius, water just offshore. These cooler, yet still comfortable temperatures are a sweet spot for many species. It means fish are not stressed by extreme heat and are actively feeding to prepare for any further drops in temperature. The high salinity and excellent water clarity, especially inshore and nearshore, also contribute to strong bait concentrations and active predatory fish. Regarding the moon phase, on November 27th, 2025, we are looking at a waxing crescent moon, roughly 42 to 44% illuminated and about 6 to 8 days old. While some anglers swear by full or new moons for peak activity, a waxing crescent can often provide stable and consistent bites, especially during the major and minor feeding periods. It's not an extreme phase, which can sometimes lead to more predictable feeding patterns as fish adjust to the gradual increase in moonlight. It also means generally weaker tides, neap tide mentioned, but for many inshore species this can mean less current and more comfortable feeding conditions in certain areas. Overall, the biological activity of fishhot in Florida for this late November period is generally high. Many species, from redfish and trout inshore to king mackerel and grouper offshore, are transitioning into their active cooler water patterns. This means robust feeding frenzies as they bulk up. You will find active feeders across the board, making it a prime time for a diverse catch. My friends, my clear assessment for the bite on November 27th, 2025, in Florida is good to excellent. The combination of stable, mild weather, ideal water temperatures, and abundant bait concentrations due to the cooler waters is setting the stage for a fantastic day of fishing. While the moon phase is a waxing crescent, the overall environmental factors strongly outweigh any minor lunar influences, making fish actively seek out food. Get out there and make some memories. So there you have it, folks, my comprehensive forecast for this upcoming Thursday. I wish you all nothing but the best out there, tight lines, and ni vosta ni cheshwi. If you found this forecast helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more expert tips, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. And tell me in the comments below, what are your go-to baits for redfish in November? Are you hitting the surf or heading offshore this week? I want to hear all about your plans and your catches. Tight lines, everyone, and I will see you on the water.